Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Glassman's world. So, I'm gonna let this traffic go by real quick. It's kind of light traffic right now. It's 6 a.m. or a few minutes before 6 a.m. So, we've been tracking the moonrise ever since April 2nd, and this has been our visual location here where we've been kind of catching the moon around here. And there's been a couple times I've been a little bit late and it's been a little bit further. And then also, I've been following the path of the moon and also following the path of the sun. Today is a solar eclipse today, guys. It's supposed to be around 12:30 our time here, Albuquerque, New Mexico. I know that we all have different viewpoints of the moon and the sun's paths, depending on where we are on the earth, on the planet, right? And so my question for everyone, we've all been following this. If you've been watching my videos, you have been able to follow the tracking of the moon coming up basically from like right here, and then it comes up like this, right? And it goes up and it's like in this area. When I'm sitting in my living room and looking out the window, I can see the moon's path through the window. But when the sun comes up, right now it's springtime, so the sun's like coming somewhere around here. You can see the brightness, right? You can see the brightness is like right there, right? So the sun comes here. The moon is coming from over here, right? The moon's coming from over here. The sun comes from here. The sun goes a little bit higher in the sky, right? The sun's a little bit like not directly above us, but the sun is like 45 degrees, I would imagine, right? And the moon's down here a little bit lower. The moon's here, the sun's up here. How do they cross paths, guys? Does the moon just somehow all of a sudden just it's coming like this in its path, and it's today it just decides, oh, it's going to magnetize up into the sun? And is the sun going to come from its higher point and then magnetize down to the moon? And are they going to somehow just magnetize and meet up together? Because that doesn't make any sense to me. If you've been following my video since April 2nd, you will know that the path of the moon's been down here and the sun has been over here. You can see the sun is coming up over here. The moon comes up over this way. They're in two different paths, guys. How do they meet up? How do they meet? And then the way that we're seeing the moon eclipse, it's like it's tracking backwards. I don't understand that at all. It's like we're going to see it in Texas first, and then we're going to see it later on in Maine. I don't understand how that works if the sun's coming from this way, right, and it's going up. And like I said, the moon is coming from this path. We've been watching it down here for the last few days, and I've been wondering this for a few days now. But I brought it up yesterday, and I don't know if that video went up. But the sun goes over here, guys. The moon goes over here. How do their paths meet? Can someone explain that to me, please? Please, I would love to hear it. You know, I had a little debate yesterday and talking about it, and my friend's like, well, you got to take in the wobble. You got to take into consideration of the elliptical, how it's not a perfect circle, but it's an elliptical, like a oval kind of rotation. And I'm like, yeah, but you got to take into consideration that I've been following the path of the moon and the sun every day since April 2nd, very closely, to watch how they're going to meet up, and also been following the points of the moon, right? The moon comes up like this, and then I say by the time it's halfway up, and by the time it goes down, it's like this. That it's been twisting from a 45-degree angle, guys. The moon comes up like this and it sets like this. So that's my other question that I've been asking everyone. That's the whole reason why I've been tracking the moon, because I've been wondering, okay, well, how is it going to like line up with the sun and everything and things like that? And I've just been questioning this whole thing. So I've been tracking the sun and the moon, and I see them in separate paths, guys. So how are they going to just eventually, they're just going to do this today and go boom and lock in? Like, I don't understand. Please, someone explain it to me. How does the sun and the moon's path somehow magically just come together today? They haven't, but they've been separated for the last few days, ever since April 2nd. You can follow my videos. You can You can just hear the things that I'm talking about. It's not like I'm following it the whole day from sun up to sun down and from moon up to moon down. But I've been following these paths, guys, and they're not making any sense to me. So, can someone please explain it to me? What I'm wondering is there something else that's creating the shadow over the sun? Is there something else bigger that would be casting the shadow that we just can't see? And then also, what is casting the shadow on the moon? Because I always thought that the waxing and waning periods of the moon, making it a crescent moon, I always thought that the Earth projected its shadow onto the moon from the sun. But if the moon and the sun are on the same exact side of the planet, how do we cast the shadow? Shouldn't the moon be like almost full at this point? I don't know. You guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. If this is just some like, I should have already known this information by now. Will someone please educate me on this? But I don't understand how the paths are going to cross. And if you don't understand what I'm talking about, all you got to do is follow the path of the moon and the sun, starting today, right now, following it into the eclipse, and then tomorrow, follow it again. And also the thing is, the new moon is supposed to be today. That means we're not supposed to see the moon today, but we should have been able to see the moon yesterday and the day before. But the moon's been gone for 2 days now. And it doesn't come up until, let's see, the moon came up, I think, at 8:30 or 9:30 yesterday and set at 6:37 p.m. So this morning it probably won't be coming up to like 10, like in another 4 hours. And then the sun's going to be up at that point already. So it's going to be so bright that you won't even be able to see. Now, that's another thing too, is, okay, where's the moon going to be at sun, when the sun rises this morning, because the sun's almost going to come up. The moon's going to be behind the sun. That's another thing. The moon's going to be coming up after the sun. How are they going to meet up? I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think in the comment below. I understand that the moon has to rotate and completely like stay tidal locked with the Earth, right? So the Earth rotates like this. The moon has to basically be like on the outside of it, like that, like completely tidal locked. But it slows down slightly. That's why, we have the 28 day moon cycle, and we're supposed to be on the 13-month calendar as well. It's a beautiful morning. I don't know if you guys can hear the birds. Here, look, no traffic right now. It's beautiful to wake up this morning, every morning, to greet the sun, to meet and greet the sun. I don't know if you guys do this. I don't know if you guys are like me and you wake up early in the morning and you guys just can't sleep for some reason. You only get like 3 to 5 hours sleep every night, and then you somehow just go. I don't know if you're like me. But we're going to check out the eclipse today. I know that some individuals, like my... Dang. They went through that light too. So, my Dene brothers and sisters, also known as the N-word. You shouldn't be using that N-word. But our Dene brothers and sisters, they're not allowed to look at it. And so what I've seen too is that they're making posts. Please post a warning that you're posting up a picture or video of the eclipse. And it's like, maybe if you're not supposed to see it, maybe it's a good time to just get off of social media right now and make your time a little bit more sacred instead of worrying about what's on Facebook. If you're not able to watch the eclipse and you can't see the eclipse because of traditions and ways, well, you probably aren't supposed to be on Facebook, like, at all. You know what I mean? But we've got some mixed ways in this new world order that we're living in, right? But you guys let me know what you think about the moon, the sun. The moon, we've been following it. You guys know we've been following it from here, and it's been staying low in the sky like that. The sun has been coming. You can see the sun, like the brightness is right there, right? That's super bright. It's going to come up here, and it's going to go super high. How do they cross? How did the paths cross? How did they meet? And why do we see the moon going backwards from Texas and then into Maine. And the time is like we'll be seeing it at 12:30 time. That's Mountain Standard Time, guys. I'm gonna get in. I got to get ready to go. It's time to get the work in already. I got to catch the next bus. All right. You know what's cool? Bus stop's just right there, right across the street. I love that. All right. I'm gonna see you guys soon. Love and blessings. You guys have a good one. I'll probably try to go live during the whole thing. We'll see if anything happens, we get any sort of communication devices shutting down. If we lose any sort of Wi-Fi signal, if any of the warnings occur, anything weird, or if it's just going to be just another normal day. Well, I guess a solar eclipse of this magnitude isn't just a normal day, right? But what I'm saying is maybe all the things that they're saying are going to shut down won't. So, and I'm just here to speculate and to spectate and just observe and see what happens and then go with the flow. If things shut down, I'm ready. Are you guys ready? You guys got your food? You got your water? I always am ready, though. Like whether or not things are going to shut down or not, I always have supply on hand and ready, guys. That's the way of the world these days. You got to be prepared. You got to be ready. All right. I'm going to let y'all go because there's no reason to be just pointing out the sky except for to listen in at these beautiful birds here and to watch the beautiful sky. It's actually a lot darker than what the camera is showing. It is so much darker than what this camera is showing. Yeah, it looks super bright out compared to what I can see with my bare eyes. All right, well, thank you so much for tuning in and watching. You guys let me know what you think in the comments below on everything that I asked. How are they going to meet up? And what else could it be that would be blocking the shadow? What's casting the shadow on the moon right now if the Earth isn't, since we're on the complete opposite side now? The sun and the moon are on the same side. And also, what's going to be blocking, what's creating the eclipse if it's not the moon? The moon isn't big enough, right? They say that they're the same exact perfect size, but I don't know. Like I said, the paths are completely wrong and different. Moon comes here, stays low. Follow the moon after the eclipse in 2 days. You won't be able to see the moon tomorrow either for some reason. Even though it's not a new moon, 2 days before this new moon, it's been gone. Yesterday, the day before, it was gone out of the sky. Couldn't see it. So I'm just making a speculation that tomorrow and the next day it'll also be gone. So we'll have 5 days of no moon, guys. No moon for 5 days. And then the sun will be coming up from over here, and it'll go in a higher path. So how, if they're in different paths, how do they cross? How do they cross? That's what I want to know. All right. Thanks for watching. I'm out because I got to get ready for work, and I got to go do some morning dabs. All right. We'll see ya later.